The first thing I want to do is to make sure that the members of our system are developing programs that complement one another. I don't want to see a lot of duplication. I want to see our institutions building off of one another, sharing strengths, sharing resources, sharing weaknesses, and helping one another to overcome those weaknesses. I want to see that we are really maximizing our outreach and the impact that we can have. And so that takes some work in terms of taking an inventory of the programs that you have or the capabilities that you have, and then seeing where some of those fit best. We've had examples just in the last couple of years of where Jonesboro perhaps had been operating a particular program, and it was determined, you know, ASU Newport, for example, could really do this much more efficiently and much better than ASU Jonesboro could, and we've actually moved some of those programs. So we want to continue to do those sorts of things. One of the things I want to do is really reduce the mindset both internally at ASU as well as across the state that we're a regional university. Certainly we take a great deal of pride in the region that we serve. Certainly we realize that Northeast Arkansas, Southeast Missouri, and Western Tennessee are always going to be our core, but we feel like there's much greater opportunity for involvement in Central Arkansas and Southern Arkansas and in other parts of the state to really expand upon the things that we are doing. And so we want to reduce sort of that regionalization mindset that many in the state have, get out and tell the rest of the state about what ASU has to offer. We feel like that's working pretty well. We're right now running about 17% ahead of where we were a year ago in terms of student admissions, and we're starting to see students coming from a broader geographic area. We've had an increase in international students because we feel like that's important to make sure that we expose our students to different cultures and different opinions and broaden their horizons a bit and those kinds of standpoints. And then I feel like that we have an opportunity as a system to just really step up and play a larger role in helping define and determine the future of higher education in Arkansas, and make sure that as decisions are made at the statewide level, that they're decisions that are also going to be beneficial to individuals living in Northeast Arkansas or individuals who are from rural communities and want to access higher education. So, you know, those are pretty general things, and obviously there's a lot of T's we have to cross and I's we have to dot over the course of the next few years, but I really feel like this is a unique opportunity for ASU to step up and really play a much larger role in educating the state of Arkansas and providing the kinds of services that the state sorely needs.
Is that where it's good to be a system rather than an affiliation of colleges? Like, you know, what are the good things about being a system, and why was it important to be a system?
Absolutely. You know, the thing about a system that's so helpful is you do have access to additional resources that you're not going to have. I've been a campus-based chancellor in a system. I've been a campus-based president not in a system, and now having been a system president, I feel like I've seen all angles of that, and I don't want to say anything negative about those independent campuses, because certainly we've got some extraordinarily strong independent campuses, but the thing that the system allows us to be able to do is it allows our chancellors to have a greater focus on the day-to-day operations in that campus while having that backup, if you will, at the system office who can help with policymakers, who can help with analysis, who can help with developing relationships. But also it creates significant opportunity for greater efficiencies because we can do things amongst ourselves and sort of being in that family, if you will, that allow us to be able to whether it's on health care for our employees or whether it's on legal counsel services for our campuses or whether it's on internal audit, those kinds of things, governmental relations. There's so many different ways that we can do things within our system less costly than perhaps if each one of our campuses was having to individually do that. And so I think it's a great benefit. And then I think obviously from the standpoint of being a system president, it provides me, just like it does for Dr. Bobbitt, a greater platform for talking about higher education change and hopefully having a greater ability to be able to impact the change and the policies that are passed affecting higher education. And I'm very pleased because, as I said earlier, I think he's going to be a great partner to work with, and we both have a very common vision about where the state needs to go and what our institutions can do to get there.